Styles bringing it all to you. Grove 3-1, Bluffton at 4-0. Time right now to find out where the keys are in this high school football game. The keys brought to you by Mike Pruitt Ford, where you'll discover for yourself that nobody beats a Mike Pruitt deal. Nobody. And to bring you the keys, Scott Styles.
Thanks, Carl. Tonight's keys of the game. First of all, talk to both coaches, and they both feel field position is going to be a big factor in this football game. When you get a tight game like this, two good teams, field position always comes into play. The second key of the game is ball control. They want to keep their defensive rested. They want to get good, sound drives offensively, keep the defense off the field, try to make the big play. Number 3, special teams. They always come into play. Both teams have good, sound special teams. They're looking for that little mistake or that little miscue that's going to give them the advantage in the football game tonight.
Thank you, Scott. Those are the keys of the game, brought to you by Mike Pruitt Ford, where you'll discover for yourself that nobody beats a Mike Pruitt deal. Nobody. Right now, you see the home team coming out on the field, the Columbus Grove Bulldogs, as they are ready to battle a very good Bluffton Pirates squad led by their head coach, Dennis Lee. Career record of 83-44. Last year's team, 9-2. They are in Division 5, and this is Dennis's 13th year as head coach of the Pirates. 6 returners on the offense, 4 on the defense. They've got 14 returning lettermen. Offense by Coach Lee will be a wishbone tonight, and their defense will be a 44. Columbus Grove, we saw them last week against LCC. That's a game in which Columbus Grove won by the final score of 14-zip. Mike Fell, 68-29, his career record. Last year they finished up 9-1. They're Division 5, Region 18. 10th year for Coach Fell. 11 starters back for Columbus Grove, 6 on the offense, 5 on the defense, 15 returning lettermen. They'll be running that wing T offense, 53 defense. Columbus Grove's defeated Pandora Gilboa 2013, Spencerville 40-zip, lost to Jefferson 2-zip, and won over LCC 14-0. Bluffton, they beat Corey Ross in 29-7, Paulding 30-6, Spencerville 28-zip, and Delphus Jefferson 13-12. Bluffton has won this contest against Grove 2 of the last 3 years. They beat them. Oh, what a great game that was. You should have been with us, 96, Scott. That was rainstorm over in Bluffton, in which they won 13-12. And last second field goal was no good by Columbus Grove. Bluffton ended up winning that one. 97, Columbus Grove won 33-7. And last year was a win by Bluffton by the score of 19-8. Interesting remaining schedule for these two teams. They have all like opponents. Columbus Grove with Upper, Ada, Perry, Allen East, and Paulding. Bluffton with LCC, Upper, Ada, Perry, and Allen East. Only one different opponent remaining for these two teams. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, a big one, Scott, because if Grove loses this, tough to get in the playoffs at 8-2 if they win out.
I was looking at statistics this week, and both teams are so comparable, it's not even funny. Both teams give up about 4 points a game on defense. Bluffton averages a little over 20 points a game offensively, and Columbus Grove averages 19 points a game offensively. So, you throw the two teams, you throw them on the field, and you play it out. That's how you're going to get the results. And, looking at paper, looks like it's going to be a tight game, and we'll see what happens here as we get ready to kick it off. Coach Fell, usually he's pretty jovial before the game, goofing around a little bit. Tonight he is dead serious. His team came out. They look like they're ready to play. It's going to be an interesting matchup. See how Bluffton responds on the road.
Opie Roeder was our player of the game last week. Eric Lamb is back for Columbus Grove. We're ready to kick things off. Grove will get the football first. And picking it up is going to be Troyer across the 20, the 25, and he will be knocked out of bounds at around 31-yard line, and that is where they will set up their offense. 1st and 10. Let's check our starting lineups now. Starting lineups are brought to you by our good friends at the St. Rita Sports Medicine Walk-In Clinics, open from 7:30 to 9 o'clock a.m. Monday through Saturday, 830 West High Street in Lima. We will check the Grove offense for you here in just a second, and also the defense for the Bluffton Pirates. It's a 1st and 10, 32-yard line just underway. Quarterback is Andy Meyer. He goes to the handoff. First carry of the ball game goes to Andy Hughes. Let's check the offense. Quarterback, Andy Meyer, number 15. Fullback is Andy Hughes. He's number 42. Opie Roeder, one of the running backs, player of the game last week. He's number 3. Eric Lamb back in the lineup. He's number 44. Offensive line, center, Rob Myers, 70. Ian Austin and John Meffley, the guards. Tackles are Ben Magg and Lewis Schrader. Tight end is Blake Magg. Split end is Cody Minning. Those are the starters on the offense for Grove. Second and 10, 32-yard line, throwing down. They get it short of the first down. Now he cuts it back, picks up the first down across midfield. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Cody Minning with a catch for Grove. Let's check the defense for the Bluffton Pirates. Again, they are running out of that 44. Defensive ends, Andrew Montgomery, Chris Selhorst, Nick Roby, one of the tackles, and Andrew Slaughterbeck, big number 78. The other defensive tackle, they call him Chunk. Check the rest of the starters there and after this play here. First and 10 from the 48. Andy Meyer under center, Rob Meyer. He goes to the handoff. This time it's going to be Opie. Opie continues to roll forward for another first down. This Grove offense on the move. Let's check the rest of the defense for Bluffton. Linebackers are number 50, Darren Hefner. Aaron Kugler, number 51. Number 41, Ben Wanger. Eli Leader, number 5. And the defensive backs are Tyler Hall, Michael Kingsley, and Jeremiah Wire. And those are your starters on the offense and defense for Grove and Bluffton. First and 10, 37-yard line of the Bluffton Pirates. Quick pass on that left side. And a catch by Troyer, and Scott, not much there on that one.
Well, they tried to run the split-end screen, but I want to get back to the first pass that Meyer threw. Watching him in pregame warm-ups, Carl, he was on the money with about everything. He's looking real crisp, real sharp. And a big game like that, that's really important for the quarterback's confidence. Came out, they threw about a 10-yard stop route. His first pass of the night, hit him right between the numbers. Receiver made a good move, got some positive yardage. They're on the move right now early in the football game.
Second down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Andy Meyer goes with the handoff, and again, about line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it as Bluffton defense there one more time.
Yeah, number 71, Nick Roby. Be watching him tonight. He's 6'4", 270. He's only a junior, and he's a man on that defensive line. He's hard to move.
So no yards again for Grove, so it's going to set up a third down 10 situation. The ball at the 37-yard line. Man in motion will be Opie Roeder. Now they run the pass play. The defense there for the Pirates. Big sack in there, number 71 and also number 50. And for Bluffton, that's Nick Roby and also Darren Hefner, the linebacker.
Yeah, we just mentioned Roby, and they came on an all-out blitz. Meyer wasn't able to get anything done with it. Just had to eat the ball. Did a good job just eating the ball. They're going to force him into 4th and long. Grove's going to punt.
Tyler Hall and Michael Kingsley back for the Bluffton Pirates, and Opie Roeder is going to be punting for Grove. He averages about 37 yards per punt. Standing at the 48, gets the kick up in the air. It's a nice kick, and they're going to let it bounce, and that was a close one. Bounces into the end zone, so Bluffton will bring it out first and 10. Let's check the starting lineup in terms of the offense for the Bluffton Pirates. Quarterback is David Miller, number 1. Fullback, Eli Leader. And the running backs are Zach Colai and Justin Cantner. Offensive line, it's Eric Parkins at center. Slaughterbeck, the two Slaughterbecks are at the guard position, 68 and 78. Pete Mosier, the tackle, as well as Nick Roby. Split end is Kingsley. And Tyler Hall is the tight end. First and 10 for the Bluffton Pirates, 20-yard line. David Miller, under center, Eric Parkins. Out of the bone, they run the handoff off right tackle, a lot of running room, and finally going down around the 26-yard line. And that's Zach Colai, the 5'10 junior, with that carry. Let's check the defense for Grove. And Scott, we know it's a good one. The front line, the rover tackle is Utrip. Tackles are Ben Magg and Dan Clayman. The ends are Blake Magg and Lewis Schrader. We'll check the backers and the defensive backs after this play. Second and 3 from the 27. Miller goes with a pitch. This is Colai trying to cut it back up, picks up the first down, continues to move. Nice run by Zach Colai. Backers for Grove, it's Meffley, Tabler, and Roeder. And the defensive backs are Menning, Hockey, and Brian Troyer. How about this bone offense, Scott?
Well, they'll run it out of the bone, but last time there, Carl, they went double wide outs. They had a single back, so they're going to use a variety of offensive formations tonight, and they're going to try to confuse Bluffton early and spread them out of the field and get involved in the running game.
David Miller, the quarterback, is 6'3", 175 pounds. He is only a sophomore, and again, Colai, not much there. One thing about, you keep hearing, talking to the coaches from Bluffton, this is a young team.
Yes, it is. They have a lot of youth, and but they're very content with what they have. They feel like they have good athletes. They have good team speed, and so far, they're undefeated and they're doing well. and not only build your program later on, they got a lot of guys coming back for next year yet.
By the way, our starting lineup's brought to you by St. Rita's Sports Medicine Walk-In Clinics, open from 7:30 to 9, Monday through Saturday, 830 West High Street in Lima. It's going to be a second down, need about 8. From the 36, passing down, and there on the sack on the defense is Blake Magg, the 6'3", 205-pound sophomore.
He came off the defensive end, Carl. The tight end had released downfield. Therefore, nobody was there to block the defensive end. He had a clean shot on the quarterback.
It's going to be a third down situation now. Going to need about 14 yards for the first down for the Bluffton Pirates.
Well, neither defense gives up many points, and you're going to have to hit a big play, I think, to get something going tonight. Kind of shock the defense.
6:47 remaining first quarter. Handoff, right tackle, good run, and pick up of about 5 or 6 yards. The defense there for Grove just driving him back. Carry that time, Justin Kantner. Let me give you some numbers. For Bluffton, Justin Kantner, 43 carries, 178 yards. Colai, 64 carries, 396 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Eli Leader, 30 carries, 111 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And David Miller, 14 for 44, the quarterback, 211 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and a couple of interceptions. Seth Burkholder, the punter, averages about 32 yards a kick. Back deep is going to be Minning and Troyer for Columbus Grove, and Troyer is going to let it bounce. Takes a Bluffton bounce all the way down to the 21-yard line. They'll set up their offense 1st and 10.
Well, Grove gets their second drive of the ball game. First drive, they moved the ball pretty well, and then all of a sudden they had Bluffton's defense played upon themselves to stop the drive and forced them to punt. Now they're coming out for their second drive.
Mike Fell, 9-1 last year. Dennis Lee, 9-2 last year. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Andy Meyer goes with a handoff. This is going to be Lamb. Lamb trying to get to the outside, but that defense is there for the Pirates.
The defense did a good job of spreading it out, Carl, and not letting him get north and south. They made him keep going east and west, and it's hard to get your shoulders squared up, and therefore they were able to make the play.
How about some numbers for Grove? Lamb, after that injury, is back down the starting lineup, 33 carries, 186 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Opie Roeder, 62 carries, 515 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brian Troyer, a couple of carries this year. Also Andy Hughes, 37 carries, 239 yards, and a touchdown. Second down, 9 from the 22. We got movement, and looks like that may go against Bluffton on that long count.
You know, all the Bluffton backs are averaging well over 5-6 yards a carry. Like Opie Roeder, he's averaging 8.3 yards a carry. So they've broken some long runs. They have some good hard running backs, and they got a mix there that you can feed off of. One gets tired, you got another one go right in. They don't miss a beat.
Andy Meyer, the quarterback, is a senior. He's 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. He's a senior. 18 of 48 this year for 159 yards and 3 interceptions. Second down, 4 after the penalty. Ball at 27. They go with the handoff to Lamb, and the defense is there one more time. The guy we're supposed to be watching for here, Scott, is big number 78, the right defensive tackle for Bluffton. He's Andrew Slaughterbeck, 5'11", 220 pounds. He's a senior, and they call him Chunk.
Chunk, huh?
That's what they said.
Tough nickname.
Yeah.
What did they call you in high school?
Dad. So called me Dad. Big Dad.
Big Dad.
They're down in 4 from the 27. Grove with the football. Handoff off right tackle. Got some running room for Roeder. And I tell you, we were impressed last week with the running of Opie Roeder, who was our player of the game. He really turned it on against LCC.
Well, Opie's an experienced back. What he did there was he set up his blocks. It looked like he was going to go outside, and that took the defender that way, and that way it gave a clean shot for the pulling guard to block him outside, and Opie cut right off his rear end, got the first down. Good hard run. 1st and
10, 35-yard line. Meyer back to pass, looking for the completion to Troyer. Gets it short of the first down, but a nice play. This Grove offense looking good here. A lot better than they did at the beginning of the game against LCC last week. I think they might have been looking over LCC a little bit last week, Carl. I'm looking forward to this game. There's a totally different tone in this game this week on the expression of their faces and everything compared to last week when they came out on the field for pregame compared to this week. This is a big ball game for them. Second down short. They need about a yard from the 44-yard line. They'll go with the handoff off left tackle, and not much there, but looks like they picked up the first. I don't know. He's standing right at the 45-yard line.
I think he might be a little short, Carl.
How about the officials? You got them over there?
Yeah, I do. Let's see. The referee is Gary Leatherman. The umpire is Punky McDaniel. That could have been a good nickname for you in high school. Yeah. Joe Monter is the linesman. The line judge is Mike Myers from
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. And the back judge is Bob Veerhoff.
What was your nickname in high school? Velma?
Louise.
I'd say Velma. Velma.
You know what surprises me, though, to get back to the game, is that, you know, the coach is already talking about, I mean, Coach Fell honestly feels that if he loses this game, they could be out of the playoff picture already. I mean, it blows your mind being 8-2 if they could run the table, if they would happen to lose, or even 9-1 and have an outside shot at the playoffs.
Northwest Conference, Bluffton, Ada, both undefeated, 3-0. Allen East is at 2-1, and you got Jefferson and Grove both with one loss. And then if that's true, all the rest of them are already out of it in the Northwest Conference in terms of the playoffs. Remember, if you've been in a closet for a couple of years, they do have 8 teams now that will be qualifying for the playoffs. They've doubled things up. Well, a timeout was called. Both coaches a chance to talk to their squads, and it's going to be a 3rd and short. Need about a half yard. Ball at the 45-yard line. We're down to 3:12 already remaining in this first quarter from Grove. Handoff, they pick it up. That's Lamb, and he is going to be just inside the 50-yard line. Great for Mike Fell to have back his running back, Eric Lamb.
Yes, it is. He can be a force. He's a big back. He runs hard. He runs straight up, straight at you. He won't give you much movement. He runs straight at you hard. Better be ready to tackle him because he lowers his shoulder and he delivers a pop.
Got some big games being played tonight around the area. We'll tell you about here in just a couple minutes. 1st and 10. They're going to mark it right at midfield. Andy Meyer, the quarterback, back split. They'll go with the handoff to Andy Hughes, and Hughes gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Big games tonight. Coldwater Marion local. We call that one a big one. That's at Marion tonight. Bath is playing at Defiance. Big game from the Western Buckeye League. Big Ken Schreiner's team. Ottawa Glandorf playing at Salina tonight.
You know what? I was coming to the game tonight. I was coming down 33, leaving the house, and Ken waved at me. They were heading over to Salina.
He didn't know it was you, though, did he?
No, I think he
You've
thought
been on him pretty hard the last couple of weeks.
I think he thought it was Skip. He waved his fist at me.
He's going to kick your butt. 2nd and 10 from midfield. They go with the handoff, and this is Opie. Opie cutting it back up, picks up about 5. See what else is going on. Allen East is at Lima Central Catholic tonight. Not a big game. It's a non-conference game, but Allen East wants to continue to win. And LCC and Coach Downey looking for their first victory.
We saw Coach Wood there last week watching them play, scouting them, kind of getting. Of course, he was hugging on his wife here a little bit. That helps when you win.
Yeah.
And we was giving him a little heck about that, huh?
Yeah.
When he lose, she sits 10 feet away from him.
Hey, check this one out. St. Henry is at Minster tonight. Another big game. New Bremen playing at Parkway.
That's the game I was going to be. Howard Overman wants to rebound after that loss last week.
To St. John's. 3rd and 4 from the 44-yard line. Handoff. Off right tackle and about a yard or so short. Yeah, they will be Opie Roeder.
They definitely feel comfortable running to the right side. So far, I bet you they ran 80 to 90% of their plays to the right side. And what I've been impressed with so far, you know, Andy Meyer's passing statistics this year so far haven't been real impressive. He's only thrown about 38%, completed about 38% of his passes, but I believe he's 3 for 4 right now. He's on track with the passes, and that's going to open up the running game if they continue to hit those passes.
Hey, they're going for it, Scott. 4th down and 1 from the 41-yard line. Grove trying to pick up another first down to keep this drive alive. 3 backs in the backfield. Pass play, it's a short pass play. It's going to be caught by Cody Minning. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Great
That's a surprise play.
Yeah, but it's a great play call because they had all 11 guys within 4 or 5 yards of the line of scrimmage expecting to run. They were successful the last 3rd down play with the little belly. Belly moved to Lamb. That time they faked it to him, came out, hit a little flat pattern, 1st down. Nobody was even close to him. Meyer made a great throw. Good play.
Coming up this Sunday on Fox, Falcons and Rams at 1, Vikings and the Pack at 4 o'clock. 1st and 10, 35-yard line. They will go with the pitch over to Opie Roeder to the outside, and he can't quite get it. Defense there, containment by the Bluffton Pirates.
That's another good new little wrinkle we haven't seen from Columbus Grove yet. That was the quick pitch. What you do is you kind of flank your back out a little bit between the tackle and the end. Quarterback steps out, quick pitch to the left. It gives you a little chance to get around the corner quicker.
Going to run down the computer ratings at the beginning of the third quarter and also the AP rankings during the game. Down to 17 seconds. Should be the final play of this first quarter unless it's a pass play or somebody goes out of bounds. And it's a handoff, and that time it's Andy Hughes who picks up some good yardage, and that's going to do it for this first quarter. Grove fans pretty happy. Bluffton fans pretty happy because we are tied up at 0-0 on the Lone Zone scoreboard. Second quarter action coming up next on Fox.
When we built our house, we found a lot.
Welcome back to Grove. We are scoreless after one, and back and forth a little bit, Scott, at first quarter, and that's why we're scoreless.
Yeah, the offensive are sustaining their drives, but then when it seems like when they get close to the red zone, things tighten up a little bit. The defensives tighten up, and so far we have a shutout right now.
Well, let's see what happens here. Third down and short for Grove. Trying to keep it alive. Look at that one. Nice run by Andy Meyer. Coach Fell mixing things up here in this first half.
Well, like I said, it's another new thing they're doing. They're throwing different things at the defense. That time they had their defense spread down a little bit. They shifted down over the guards and tackle. The center was wide open. That might have been a quarterback where if he sees something like that, he takes it on his own. Good job by the quarterback.
First and 10, they are at the 20-yard line, continuing this drive. Andy Meyer under center Rob Meyer goes with the handoff. And a lot of running room this time. It's going to be a touchdown for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. And scoring the touchdown is the fullback, number 42, Andy Hughes.
He's 5'6", 190 pounds, and once he gets that going forward, he's going to be hard to bring down. And, man, he had a clear shot at the end zone. What a great hold by the offensive line.
11:39 mark it down. 20-yard run for Andy Hughes. It is now 6-0 Grove on top. Extra point attempt now by Dane Jesko. Kick is up, and it is through. So with the extra point, it is now 7-0 Grove on top. Lone Zone scoreboard. Nice drive, Scott, by the Bulldogs.
Excellent drive. They came out. After their first drive, you could see they came off with comments like, hey, we can move the ball against these guys. That time, they had an excellent drive. Coach Fell mixed his plays up really well, kept the defense off balance, and Bluffton wasn't able to recover. Columbus Grove hit the big run. Touchdown, 7-zip Grove.
Coming up the half run now, all the scores from around the area brought to you by Kenevi & Sons Plumbing and Heating in Kalida, an energy partner of AEP. Also got our halftime band show going on. And remember, beginning of the third quarter, we'll check out the Ohio High School Athletic Association computer ratings. I think somebody just took a picture of you down there in the crowd.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know, it's probably because you were sitting beside me.
You signing autographs tonight after the game?
Probably.
Hey, we got to thank Jerry Hurston, athletic director over here at Grove. Usually it's, they have something for us to eat in the football games. We've been on him for a while now, but he just opened up the concession stand and said, get what you want.
Yeah, run a tab.
Wait till he sees that tab.
Yeah.
And we started inviting people down there. He said, say you're from Fox.
That big guy down there, I said, here, have some. I gave him 8 hot dogs.
It's all right. Jerry's got money.
Oh,
boy.
Loaded.
He's got more money than Ron Coons, our cameraman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Boy, he is really loaded. Coonsy took me out to eat last night.
Didn't pay, did he?
Yeah.
First opportunity after a touchdown. What happened there? That one hit Ron Coons in the back of the... Where that hit you at, Coonsy? What's your point to where that hit you at?
He's not... It hit him in his fat wallet. He ain't hurting.
You mentioned his wallet, and he gets hit right in the wallet. That's funny. I like that.
That kicker should get player of the game.
They got to do that again.
Dane Jesko has just gotten player of the game, and it's only 11 minutes left in the second quarter.
Mike Fell didn't like it too much, but
No.
That's ironic, isn't it? Just standing right there and he gets hit by the football.
I'll be thinking about that about
Look
midnight.
At him. He's rubbing himself. He's rubbing himself like it hurts.
Scott, give me some lotion.
Okay, here we go. Bluffton football, 35-yard line, 1st and 10, just underway in the second quarter. Quarterback is David Miller, number 1, 6'3", sophomore. Goes with a handoff, and the defense there.
Fumble.
And then they fumble the football. Grove's got it. Grove recovers the football at the 46-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Big turnover against the Pirates.
Yeah, I think Dan Clayman, number 75, stripped him, and then number 40, Blake Magg, recovered it. Great job by the defense. Big momentum builder here if they can get something going now here at home.
Again, this is a big game in the Northwest Conference. Grove has a loss already to Jefferson. Bluffton undefeated. If Grove can win this game, it knots things up pretty good in the NWC. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for Columbus Grove. Pass play, Meyer looking downfield for the long ball. He's got Minning down there, and he overshoots him.
He overshot him, but I like the play for one reason. They're trying to go for the big play and put a nail in their heart right now. They thought they hit it big here. It's really going to give them big momentum in this football game. But also, what that does to the defense, like, holy cow, they got to stretch them out a little bit. That's a good play call there by Coach Fell.
Remember, Grove remaining has Upper, Ada, who's a very good football game this year, Perry, Allen East, and Allen East pretty decent this year as well. Then they finish up with Paulding. 2nd and 10. Let's see what Coach Fell has up his sleeve this time. Long count. Long, hard count. We've got a penalty. That's either going to be a delay of game or a procedure.
Now your right back was moving. He kind of leaned forward. Plus, you had your quarterback bobbing his head real hard. So the referee got one of those too.
Bluffton has LCC next week, then Upper, and then Ada. Now, those are the 2 exact same games as Grove has, except you got to throw LCC in there for Bluffton first. Then they've got Perry remaining, and then they finish up against Allen East. So, really, you can't say either team has a great advantage either way.
Right.
We'll check that Jefferson schedule for you as well. 2nd down, 15 from the 50. There is the pitch. This is Opie Roeder. Gets to the outside. Look at that block down there. Somebody set an outstanding block, and Opie Roeder had one man to beat, and he goes down inside the 20. Did you see who threw that block?
Yeah, Cody Moaning. Is it Moaning? Is that
Manning?
Yeah, Cody Manning, number 20. He's a wide receiver. Sealed the corner. Opie was off and running.
Where's he going?
He was going to Mayberry.
Well, it was funny last week. It's not as funny this week for some reason.
You brought it up, I did.
1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line.
That's good because wide receivers aren't supposed to be real good blockers, and that time he did a heck of a job.
10:58 remaining. Grove trying to drive another one home. This time it's going to be Lamb, and Lamb goes down, and he was running east and west. I don't know how much he picked up there, if anything. Maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah, but it took 4 guys to bring him down. He's 6 foot. He's 185 pounds. I mean, he's a big guy. And look at the legs on him. He's got great leg drive. I'm sure Coach Fell is happy to have him back in the lineup.
Front line with Mag is 190, Austin 190, Myers 165, Meffley 170, and Schrader's at 210. 2nd and 7 from the 17. They go with the pitch to Opie Roeder. Roeder's got that corner. Another good block out there, this time by Troyer. And let's see, he is going to pick up the 1st down, and they're going to mark it at the 8. So 1st and goal from the 8.
They're really attacking the corners well right now. They're stretching the Bluffton defense out, and they're really sealing the corners off. That's been their bread and butter play. Don't be surprised, though, if they come back with the middle trap they scored on last time to Andy Hughes. Watch for that. 1st
and goal from the 8-yard line. Let's see what they go to. They got 2 split wide right. They go with the hand up the gut to Roeder, and nothing there that time. Nice job by Bluffton.
That was the middle trap we was talking about, but they gave it to Opie Roeder. Nothing was there.
Jefferson's at Upper Saddle Valley tonight. Next week they got a game against Ada on Saturday night. And that's the game that we'll have right here on Fox. We're going to see some good football next week. 2nd and 9 now. 2nd and goal from the 9. They go to Opie. Opie cuts it back up inside the 5 down to the 1-yard line. And it's going to set up a 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Good hard run. That time what happened, instead of sealing the corner, the defense of Bluffton was flying to the corner, so what they did is they ran the kick-out block. They went ahead, and if you want to go that way, we'll take you that way. And it's Opie's job to make the read and cut off their behinds right there, and that's exactly what he did. He actually ran it almost off tackle. Good hard run. Big play here if they can get it in the end zone.
Third down and goal from the 1-yard line. This is the quarterback, Meyer. Goes with a handoff, Lamb, touchdown, Columbus Grove. Eric Lamb will score from 1 yard out at the 9:04 mark of our second quarter, 13-zip Grove.
All that was is power football. Quarterback reverses out, base belly give, straight ahead blocking, lower your head and get the ball in the end zone. Good hard run, great drive by Columbus Grove.
Jesko came into the game 8 of 9 on his extra points. He's got another one tonight so far, so 9 of 10. And let's try another one. Dane Jesko's kick is up, and it's a high one, and it sails through for the extra point. The hole by Brian Troyer. We are at, with the extra point, 14-0 in favor of Grove.
I don't know about you, Carl, but I've seen a totally different football team this weekend, especially offensively by Grove. But we said in the outset of the football game, they had a totally different attitude when they came on this football field tonight compared to last week. It was all business, and right now they're taking care of business, leading 14-0.
I mentioned Jefferson tonight at Upper. Next week at home against Ada. Then Delphus Jefferson will be at Perry. And then Allen East will be at Delphus Jefferson the week after. And then Delphus Jefferson will be at Paulding. They will finish up the season at home against Spencerville. So the schedule looks real good as well for Delphus Jefferson. I tell you, this is going to go down the last week of the season.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be an interesting year, very interesting, especially with expanded playoffs, all that jockeying for that 7th and 8th position. A lot of teams will be doing a lot of praying and computer watching the last week or two.
Midwest Athletic Conference, the Delphus St. John Blue Jays, the Parkway Panthers, and St. Henry and Coldwater all tied at 1-0 for the conference lead. We'll check the WBL here in just a couple of minutes. Dane Jesko going to kick off now back deep. Bluffton is going to be Jeremiah Wire and Justin Cantner.
Bluffton doesn't need to panic. All they need is a good drive here, get some points on the board, and right back in the ball game.
Jesko's kick is a line drive on the left side of the field, taken at the 14-yard line across the 20 to the 25. Oh! That's a hit. Number 61 for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs with the hit of the night, Ian Austin.
That's called a snot bubbler right here.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That was almost as hard as Ronnie Coons got hit with that football, that kickoff.
Boy, I tell you what, that was face mask to face mask. That was a heck of an effort.
And Austin's going to be right back in there.
Wow.
As he's on the, when Grove comes back out, he plays left guard, plays guard position for Grove. He didn't hit like a guard there.
Mm-mm.
1st and 10 for Bluffton, trying to get something going. Hand off of left tackle, pickup of about 7 yards or so. Going to set up a 2nd down. And ball carrier that time was number 5, Eli Leader. Comes into the ball game, 5'10", 160-pound senior with 4 rushing touchdowns. Zach Coley, their leading ground gainer. 64 carries for almost 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2nd and 4 from the 32. David Miller, the quarterback, goes to the handoff up the gut, pickup of maybe 1 or 2 yards, and they are still going to be short of the 1st down.
Columbus Grove defense playing up to their potential tonight, not giving Bluffton much to gain. It's going to be another third and short situation.
Western Buckeye League, the Bath Wildcats, number 1 team, 3-0, the only undefeated team in the WBL. Bath is at Defiance tonight.
That's a long trip for them.
3rd and 2, let's call it. And they pitch it back, and I tell you, all sorts of problems on that one. Zach Coley was going to go nowhere.
Well, either the quarterback reversed out the wrong way or the back went the wrong way. I can't tell what happened, but that's not a good situation on 3rd and short, and you're trying to run a sweep, and your guy goes the wrong way.
So back for Columbus Grove is going to be Cody Minning and Brian Troyer punting. Seth Burkholder for the Bluffton Pirates. The guys are standing around the 30-yard line, and Seth's going to kick from his 19. Kick is a wobbly one, taken at the 38. Fair catch called for. And that is where Columbus Grove, after Cody's fair catch, will set up their offense, 1st and 10.
Well, field position was one of our keys. Right now, Grove has the positive side of field position, starting at your 38, 39, 40-yard line. You only have to go 60 yards. That's pretty good.
We've only got one game this week, somehow. Next week, we are going to got a timeout called by Dennis Lee. Dennis right now just wants to say, guys, we can't give up another touchdown.
Yep.
Anyway, next week we've got Perry at Spencerville on Friday night. A couple of teams there struggling a little bit this year. And then on Saturday night, it's also Northwest Conference action. Bill Goodwin will be back, as it will be Ada at Delphus Jefferson. Now, you know, Jefferson's got a game against Mark Law's team tonight, upper side of Valley. If you're looking at paper and statistics and things like that, you'd say Jefferson's got a pretty good shot at winning that one tonight. And then you look at Ada. Ada Bulldogs tonight are, at home against Spencerville. And again, you don't know what's going to happen over there.
Ada's
Coach
much
Ettinger's
improved.
team, but you know, Ada's playing very well, so you could say that both those teams are going to go into action next week with another victory, and that would put Delphus Jefferson at 2-1 and Ada at 4-0 in the Northwest Conference.
Coach Goodwin picked Ada to be the dark horse.
Yep, he did. He'll be with us next week. Oh, look at this. There's a hit by Lamb. It's a wobbly pass. It bounces. Going to fall incomplete with good defense. I shouldn't say by Lamb, but on the defense, number 44, Chris Selhorst.
Yeah, that's the quarterback's worst nightmare, getting hit from behind right when you're in your throwing motion, getting hit right in the middle of the back, and just watching that ball flutter away from you. That's a helpless feeling, believe me.
You should know. You got a lot of flutters in high school, didn't you?
Oh, boy.
2nd and 10 from the 39. We're down to 7 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. There's a little counter action, a lot of running room, but then it quickly gets back up and continues to go. I tell you, Opie Roeder is running wild.
He's a man on a mission. I'm telling you. I thought he stopped back here.
I did too. I was
Great leg drive.
Well, his stepdad's up here in the press box with us.
Hey, about dropped the mic.
He said that last week, Opie a little nervous in our post-game show when he gave him that Player of the Game award.
Well, you know, being an intriguing figure like you are, it's hard to stand next to you getting interviewed.
Yeah. I asked those tough questions.
Yeah, like entertainment tonight with you.
1st and 10 from the 38. Back split. Handoff. Right tackle Hughes picks up a couple of more. This is Grove football right here.
Well, it is, and what's surprising is Bluffton is a lot bigger than what they are often on the line, the scrimmage. But Columbus Grove is much quicker. They're getting into the legs of the big boys, and they're actually getting just a little bit of movement, and that's just power football right there. Straight ahead running, 4 or 5 yards. You take Coach Fell, take that all night.
2nd and 7 from the 35. Pitch back Opie. Opie gets to the outside, cuts it back, and still picks up a couple of yards.
That's the first time tonight when he should have used his speed and got to the corner. He had the guy beat, but he thought he wanted to cut back instead. He still got positive yards, but if he would have got to the corner, I think he would have made him, probably had the first down.
AP Rankings Division 5, which we're looking at here tonight. St. Henry, the #1 team in the state of Ohio. Patrick Henry at number 8. Jefferson falls to number 19, but this Bluffton team out there is ranked number 16 this week, tied with the Parkway Panthers. 3rd and 5 from the 33. Running play. This time it's Eric Lamb, and I tell you, if he would have got to the outside, Eric might have been able to cut that down to the sideline.
Yes, he would have. This is going to be close, Carl. It's going to be. They might have to measure this. I don't know.
In Division 6, Delphus St. John's #1, Minster's #7, Pandora Gilboa #11, Antwerp 13, Ayersville 16. We only got a couple of teams in Division 3 and 4. Bath #3 in Division 3, Coldwater #8 in Division 4. No teams in 1 and 2. What do you got here? Gonna make it or not?
I can't see.
Come on.
Okay, I say he's going to be short.
Okay.
It's just a wild guess. You can't see.
Going to be short, you say?
My lucky probably made it. Yeah, figures.
Yeah, first down.
I'm going to go down there and knock the kicker right in the head. I couldn't see.
0 for 1. Wow, that's I've been compiling this all year long.
Jesco just lost his player of the game. He's standing right in front of the football.
You're 4 for 8 coming into the game. That makes you 4 for 9. It's not bad.
It's about my passing stats.
Nah, I didn't say 4 for 90. I said 4 for 9. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. This drive continues. Columbus Grove eating up a lot of clock here in this first half. 5:20, second quarter. Keep it on the ground. They go this time to Andy Hughes. Hughes picks up maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, Andy.
Long one.
Coach Fell is just a little disappointed there because Andy tried popping it outside. If he would have stayed in the seam, it was clear sailing the end zone. But he's been popping it out and having great success with that. And he did it again. Good hard run. You won't see the ball in the air probably. They want that clock run.
2nd and 9, 27-yard line. This is Meyer. Pitch over to Lamb. Lamb trying to cut the corner, puts his head down. And nice tackle by Tyler Hall, the cornerback, who has 14 tackles this year. This defense is led on the front line by Andrew Slaughterbeck with 28 tackles. Backers, Eli Leader with 24 and Hefner with 30. And DBs, Kingsley with 20. And you don't want to see your DBs get too many tackles. That means somebody's running through or catching some passes.
This defense has only given up about 4 points a game, and right now, they've already given up 14, so that's a little crushing blow to their ego as well.
3rd and 6 with the 24. Handoff, Opie. And he picks up 2 as he continues to put that head down. I tell you, he keeps those legs a-running.
Yes, he does.
And chopping and picking up some good yards.
It's going to be 4th and 5. Big decision for Coach Fell here. I was watching a field goal kicker. This might be a little bit out of his range. It's right on the borderline because he was kicking from about 35 in practice and it was going in. He's pretty consistent, but I say they go for it here. Timeout, Columbus Grove.
St. John's this week is at home against Fort Recovery. Next week, Delphos St. John's is at home against Parkway. That should be a good one. And then I'm just pointing that out because in a couple of weeks, October the 8th, our game on Fox is between St. John's and St. Henry. Now let's see what St. Henry's doing tonight. They are at Minster, so that's a big game for them. Then next week, St. Henry is at New Bremen. That's another big game. And then that sets up that big matchup. If St. Henry and St. John's can both win out, what we would have, folks, on Friday, October the 8th would be the Delphos St. John Blue Jays, the #1 team in Division 6 football, going up against the #1 team in Division 5 football, St. Henry. I'll tell you one thing, too. Wouldn't it be interesting if St. Henry was still in Division 6?
Oh, boy.
If you're the guys doing the rankings, you got to go with St. John's because they won 2 state championships in a row. But you got #1 going against #2, or whatever way that one is.
Well, last year when we did the regional finals, on the way home, we talked about a lot where we thought we just saw the state championship football game.
Hey, this is a 4th down right here. They need 5. Going for it. Columbus Grove.
Pass.
It's going to be a running play to Lamb. Lamb, can he get to the outside? No, he's going to come up short.
That was his option to throw or pass it. He thought he could get the corner because I thought he was going to pull it past it. They had a receiver out in the route, but he was covered. So Lamb made the right choice, had to lower his head, try to get the first down.
And Eli Leader saved that first down. Good stop by the linebacker.
But they had another good drive. They had a lot of time taken off the clock. There's about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left for Bluffton trying to get something going here. And the way the Grove defense has been playing, it's going to be hard to get.
Score right now on the Lone Zone scoreboard is 14-0. The Columbus Grove Bulldogs on top. Bluffton wants to strike before the end of this first half. David Miller, the quarterback. He's got receivers on both sides. He goes with the pitch back to Colai, and Zach can't get a whole lot out of it. The 5'10", 175-pound junior. I think it was Zach, who a couple of years ago we had on Fox, who was our player of the game as a freshman.
Wow, that's pretty good.
With my memory, if that's right, that's pretty good for me, remembering that. I know somebody as a freshman was our player of the game. We don't have too many freshmen as players of the game.
No.
Neat story, huh?
Yeah.
2nd and 8 from the 23. Under 3 minutes. Miller pitches again. This time it's going to be Cantner. Cantner, and he's going to be close but short of the first down. Justin is 5'9", 155 pounds. He's a senior. Colai is a junior. Leader's a senior. The quarterback, Miller, is only a sophomore. They also, though, use Chad Burkholder as a backup quarterback, 6 for 10 this year for 170 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Look at the size of that offensive line, though.
Yep.
I mean, they're huge.
Parkins 180, Slaughterbeck 220, the other one Scott 240, Mosier 255, and Roby 270.
That's some meat.
They should be opening up some holes here. 3rd down and 3 from the 28. And the running back is going to be down at he's right at the 30. I think he's going to be a little short. Now, where's the skip?
Yeah, no, he's a right foot spot, Carl. It's going to be short. He's going to be about a foot short. They ain't going to measure.
Let's see. 2 minutes remaining. They're going to have to punt it away.
Yes, sir.
Good defense again by Columbus Grove. They're going to stop Bluffton from scoring in this first half.
On that play right there, what the defensive line did, I was watching, they got into the legs of the offensive. They couldn't get any movement. They almost like a bear crawl position. They got underneath the offensive lineman's pads. No movement there. It's a stalemate at the line of scrimmage.
Time to punt. It's going to be Seth Burkholder, averaging 32 a kick from the 23. It's a low one, taken at the 34. And this is by Troyer, and he's going to go down just inside the 45. Check out these numbers, though. Bluffton came into this game. In the first quarter, they have scored up to this point 28 points. Second quarter, 36 points. Third quarter, 16 points. Fourth quarter, 20. That's a total of 100 points through 4 games. Now, they've only given up, as Scott said before, 25 points all season long. And they have been held scoreless here in this first half.
Well, that's a tribute to the defense of Columbus Grove. They're playing just unbelievable defense, flying to the football, blitzing at the right time. Bluffton can't get anything going.
Grove with the ball, 1st and 10, 44-yard line. Handoff, left tackle, and about a yard on that one is going to be Andy Hughes, the fullback. He's not big either, 5'6", but he weighs 185 pounds. One of those fire hydrants.
Yes, he is.
Junior. And the good thing about Andy, when you watch him run the ball, he wraps up the football.
Coach Phil, I believe, is content, Carl. If he breaks a run, great. If not, hey, I got a 14-0 lead. Let's get out of here with the lead at halftime. He's taking his time getting the plays in. He's watching the clock, using up all the time he can.
Second down, they need 9. Handoff again. Nope. Yeah, it is. This is a handoff off right tackle, but nothing there.
Nope. Like I said, I believe he's just content. Look, he's looking at the clock again. Quarterback's going to come over. Andy Meyer's going to come over. They'll call a play. He'll trot back out. He's going to take his time. But I probably only be one more play before half here. Knowing Coach Phil, though, on 3rd and long, he'll probably try to chuck one here, see if he can get something.
Why not? Skip Bachman would.
Oh, yeah, Skip would. No, Skip would. Run the trap or waggle.
He'd do her.
Yes, he would.
Down to 13 seconds. And it is going to be a handoff. This is Lamb, and he's going to be knocked down with 3 seconds, and that's going to do it. We have played 1 half of action here from Columbus Grove. Our score on the Lone Zone scoreboard, it is Columbus Grove 14, Bluffton 0. Halftime show coming up next with a band show right after these.
Started out.
You have to throw on 1st down for one thing. You have to be able to attack the corners and spread them out. They're not able to do that right now. Columbus Grove has 9, 10 guys in the box, 4 or 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. They're blitzing right at the right time. You know, if you're Coach Phil, I wouldn't change anything. Do what you do, and see what Bluffton brings the second half. Then make your adjustments. So far, Bluffton hasn't showed anything where you've had to adjust to anything. Bluffton needs to come out and get some spark going in their offense. Their defense isn't playing bad. They just Columbus Grove's had excellent field position the whole first half.
Columbus Grove has shut out their last 3 opponents, Spencerville, Delphus, Jefferson, and LCC. Now they're working on Bluffton. And now the Bluffton fans all fired up on their side. They want to see their team get something going here because they're going to get the football to start this 3rd quarter of play. Opie Roeder has been the story for Columbus Grove so far. He's got 13 carries for 104 yards.
He can't get another plaque, can he? You have to win one every 30 days.
He can have plaques all over his wall if he wants them. You want a Fox plaque on your wall? He might have another one. You're going to make that decision now.
What's that?
You make that call.
I know. But he's had a heck of a first half. He's been a man on a mission with running the football.
Here we go. Foot into it for Columbus Grove's Dane Jesko, taking around the 10-yard line across the 20, 25, 30. And that is where the bone is going to be starting at for the Bluffton Pirates.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Bluffton does here the first series. You definitely want to set the tone, get something positive out of this first drive to lift your entire football team. It's amazing. When you start a second half of a football game, Carl, your offense sets the tone, say you have the ball, your defense will respond to what you do. If they go 3 and out, your defense don't have much pride coming out for the football, to defend the football.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line. It is a pass play for the lefty. An out pattern, 35, incomplete to Michael Kingsley. Michael came into the ball game with 6 catches for 147 yards and a touchdown. This is a team that doesn't throw a whole lot, but you look over there at Tyler Hall, the tight end. He's also caught 5 balls this year for 98 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And now they are faced with a second down. You know, not such a bad thing for Grove to start this third quarter on the defense as well as the D's been playing all night.
Right.
Second down, pass play, and all alone at the 50-yard line. One man to beat, and he pulls him down. Nice catch by number 23 for Bluffton that time, and that is Ryan McCullough. Ryan is 6'4", 195 pounds. He is a senior.
It caught Bluffton on a blitz. That was a tight end release. You call it a dump pass. Tight end releases, gets around the end, and the quarterback reads it, tries to hit between the backers. That time the backers blitz. Nobody's there, just lofted up. Great play.
Safety pulled him down. Adam Hawkey, number 10, the senior. First and 10, 42-yard line. They go to Colai. Can he cut it? Nope. Defense there again. And man, they hammered him. Led by Brian Troyer, one of the cornerbacks, 6'2" senior.
Yeah, Troyer and Opie were both right there to seal the corner off. Couldn't get going north and south. Anytime you can get a runner going east and west, you win the battle.
A little fog moving in.
I thought that was Coonsy over there barbecuing.
Nope.
Darn.
Nope. Second and 7 from the 38-yard line. We're at 11 minutes remaining here in this third quarter.
Reverse.
Oh, look at this baby go.
Yep.
Kingsley, and he is trying to, I tell you, this defense, just amazing. Minning and Hawkey both down there, and that's what you call containment.
Well, Blake Megg, number 40, is the one that stopped that play. He messed up the momentum. He stayed at home. That's what you have to do in this kind of defense. Anytime you're behind, you're going to see a lot of misdirection. You got to hold your position, wait for him to come right at you. Hold your position is the key there, and that's what that time they did. Strung the play out for a little gain.
See if they can hold him on 3rd down and 3 from the 34. David Miller, the quarterback, will go with the handoff, and he's going to be, going to pick up the first down. He's going to pay for it. As in there on the tackle again is the safety, Adam Hawkey.
Yeah, Adam's coming up flying to the football, doing a heck of a job. He's a senior. He's had a lot of experience. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds. But he flies from the free safety position to make the play. Good play.
Assistant coaches for Columbus Grove up here in the box with us, right to the right, all pumped up. Neil Jenkins, Scott Paldy, Mitch Giesecke, and Corey King. The assistants for Mike Fell. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Bluffton driving, play action, pass play, looking down the field. He's in trouble. He gets by it, keeps on going. 20-yard line, spins inside the 20, and that's going to be another first down for the Bluffton Pirates. Nice job by Miller.
Yeah, Miller did a great job. Nothing there. Don't force it. You got a good drive going. He pulled it down, made something positive happen. Keep your drive alive. Gets another first down. Good play.
Assistant coaches for Bluffton under head coach Dennis Lee, Don Leader, Pat Pritchard, Jesse Steiner, Paul, boy, I hope I pronounced right, Bussinger or Businger, and good old Spike Berry down there on the sideline as a volunteer coach, former head coach at Corey Rawson. First and 10 for the 17-yard line. Handoff right straight through to Colai, and picks up a couple. Well, Spike was going to do some football games this year with us here on Fox, but found something better to do.
Oh, yeah?
Coaching football. You'd rather sit up here with me or coach football?
Well,
that's
wow.
Not too tough, is it?
Yeah.
Bill Goodwin was going to be here tonight. We told you last week, but Bill's down watching his son Tim coach the Marion Local Flyers against who they got tonight. Coldwater. They're at home against Coldwater, and Bill's heading to watch the Bucks play tomorrow. Second down, 8 for the 15-yard line. Hand off with a fumble, and he covers it.
Tell you what happened there. That time, instead of receiving the ball, he tried to stick his hands out and get the ball. Zach needs to open his arms up, just let him sit it right in the pocket. That time he reached for it from the quarterback, and it hit him right at the end of the fingertips and fumble. It could have been disaster right there for Bluffton. They have such a good drive going, you want to get something positive out of this drive.
Well, it's third down. Columbus Grove fans clapping. I want to see their team hold on the D. Third down and 9 for the 16, 14 zip Grove. Miller. Pass play. Looking down the middle of the field, has a receiver, and it's going to be knocked down. Great defense. That pass was underthrown a little bit. Back there was John Meffley, whip linebacker on the D.
Yeah, he had the guy open, but what he did is he threw off his wrong foot. He's a lefty. He had to get his body turned, and that time Adam Hawkey was able to react in time. The ball floated. He was able to knock the ball away. Good play by Adam Hawkey. Big play, 4th down and 9.
Bluffton looking to score. They're trailing by a couple of touchdowns. Let's see what David Miller does on 4th down. Single back, pass play. The lefty looking down the middle of the field. Slant pattern is going to be incomplete to Michael Kingsley, and Grove gets it on downs.
Miller put it where he had to. Kingsley just couldn't hang on to it. I think he might have heard little footsteps coming from Hawkey, who's coming flying across the middle. If he caught it, it would have been close for a 1st down. It would have been a spot measurement. Big time defensive play. Once again, Groves bends but don't breaks. Doesn't give Bluffton any momentum in the football game.
Got to check those computer points for you here when time allows. I was supposed to do that at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Look what you did to me.
I'm sorry.
Handoff. Let's throw them up on the board right now. The computer ratings, they are sponsored by our good friends at Lima Memorial Health System, serving the community for over 100 years. You look up there in Division 1, number 13, Lima Senior, Region 2. Division 3, Region 10, Columbus Bishop Watterson, number 1. Lima Bath is 2. Ottawa Glandorf at number 9. Remember, top 8 will make it to the playoffs. We'll check the rest of them for you as this quarter continues. 2nd down, 11 for the 15-yard line. Andy Myers, the quarterback, number 15. Grove with the football. They need time. As that works out real nice.
Oh, that was a great call by Coach Phil.
He knew we had to run down these ratings.
He knew we forgot.
Let's move on to Division 4, Region 14. Marion Elgin, number 1. Coldwater, number 4. Division 5, Region 18, Gibsonburg 1. Bluffton Pirates right in there, number 5. Liberty Center 6. Jefferson 7. Patrick Henry, number 8. Division 5, Region 20, got Parkway. Hey, Parkway Panthers, number 1. Sidney Lehman 8. St. Henry at number 10, even though they're the number 1 team in the state of Ohio. Division 6, you got Calvert and Antwerp and Arlington and Macomb and Pandora and Fort Recovery, all 1 through 6. Number 9, Marion Local. This is Region 22. Division 6, Region 24. Those Jays are number 1. Howard Overman, New Bremen 6, Minster 7. 8 is number 8. And Hart Northern is at number 9. Those are your OHSAA weekly computer ratings, and they are sponsored by our great friends at Lima Memorial Health System, serving the community for over 100 years. 2nd down, 11 for the 15-yard line. This is going to be Lamb. Lamb getting to the outside, got some running room, and Kingsley knocks him out of bounds.
Big run. Lamb got the corner. You got to be able to contain the corner against these guys. Once he gets going north and south, wow, be ready to be hit, because I tell you what, he lowers his shoulder and he lowered the boom that time as well. You know, people probably wonder, well, how in the heck can St. Henry be number 1 in the state but 10th in the rankings? Well, it depends on who you beat, and then those teams have to win as well to carry you through to get your points. If they keep losing, you don't get any points. That's what hurt Lima Senior. If they could have beat Massillon, boy, they'd be right up there right now. 1st and
10, 29-yard line. The pitch this time. This is Opie. Opie right side picks up a couple. St. Henry this year, if you're wondering, as Scott says, or told you, some of the opponents that they have played so far in week number 1 of the high school football season. St. Henry took on, looking at my schedule, where are they at? Oh, they didn't have an opening game, did they? There was one of those in there. I didn't think they could find. One of the teams couldn't find one. Waynesfield Goshen in week number 2 on Friday, September the 3rd. Tell you about some of the other ones here in just a second. 2nd down, 8 for the 31-yard line. This is going to be a handoff. This is Hughes, picks up a couple of more yards. Then they took on LCC, and LCC, of course, was winless at that point. Then last week, St. Henry played Marion Local, knocked off Marion Local, picked up a few there, but that is where they stand right now. This week, St. Henry is battling Minster, so that should help out a little bit, but that's why they are not in the top 8 at this point.
Well, you know, you got LCC with the zero wins. You have Waynesfield, who has 1 win. You know, and really the real contender was Marion Local, who got them a few points, but they're only a little over 4 points right now.
3rd down and 4. See what Grove does on this big down to keep this clock rolling. 6:08 remaining. They will go pass. Looking downfield. Open is the receiver, and it is caught. Oh, boy! Blake Mag, the tight end. I thought Kingsley was going to knock that one down with a 6'3" sophomore. Pulled it in. 1st down, Grove.
Great concentration by Mag. What a play. Andy Meyer was getting a little pressure, and he's actually threw off his back foot, threw a floater up, gave the chance for the defense to react, but Mag made a great concentration, kept his foot in bounds. Big play on this drive.
1st and 10, 37-yard line. Back split. Mike Fell will keep it on the ground. Goes with Eric Lamb. Can he get to the outside? No.
That's what they have to do right there. Make him go east and west. Don't let him square his shoulders up and get to the line of scrimmage.
I think I was right. I look at St. Henry's record. They are 3-0. So I think they were the team that they couldn't find anybody in an opening week. So that, if you don't play anybody, you can't make up any points,
That's exactly right. And that's hurts them. But they got some big games coming up. Like you said, they got Bremen. They got
St. John's.
St. John's coming up, and they got Minster tonight. They'll get some points now.
2nd down, 11 from the 38. 14-zip, Columbus Grove from Clymer Stadium. It's a reverse to Opie. Opie goes down, picks up, maybe a yard, 2 yards.
It's a good thing, Andrew Montgomery was there at the linebacker position, because if not, he was the only one there between him and the goal line. Good play by Andrew Montgomery, 6 foot, 170-pound junior.
Sunday on Fox, Atlanta Falcons at St. Louis at 1. The Pack will entertain the Vikings, who lost last week.
And that's a big game there, because the Packers and Vikings both need a win. They both lost.
3rd down, 9 from the 37. Under 5 minutes, Opie goes in motion. And they look his way. No, they go up the middle. Caught again. Blake Mag. 1st down, Grove.
Tell you what, Andy Meyer's throwing some serious heat tonight on those balls, but Mag did an excellent job of getting his body around, adjusting to the football, because it's thrown over his wrong shoulder. Meyer had to get rid of it because they came on a blitz. But Mag did a heck of a job of turning, twisting his body around, making a catch, and getting hit at the same time, getting another 1st down. 2 big catches in this drive by that young man.
Remember, foxlima.com. Check out the Fox webpage. I was there for the first time this week. Looked it over.
Oh, Ronnie's wife did a heck of a job on that page.
Certainly did. 1st and 10 for the 26.
Flag.
Little counter action. Fumble. And Bluffton's on it, but we got a flag now.
Let's see. As long as they're not offsides, it's their ball.
Looks like that's what's going to happen.
Looks like the right end for Columbus Grove.
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, legal.
I'm going to call motion. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. They're still talking it over.
Yeah, legal procedure against Grove.
Yep, so they're going to have to switch things up here. It's going to be declined, so 1st down for the Bluffton Pirates.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Grove had a heck of a drive going.
Oh, yeah.
See if Bluffton can turn something around here.
4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. Bluffton had 37 total yards at the half. Only 1 1st down. And things have not improved a whole bunch here in the 3rd quarter. Still got that goose egg up on the scoreboard. Play action and short pass this time, and it's going to be incomplete, but I think they're going to call it incomplete.
Yeah, Tyler Hall had the ball, but he tried to run before he actually had it. He's only a freshman. So he had a lot of green territory to run there, but he tried to run, got a little excited, wasn't able to make the catch. Had it set up well, too.
Next week, Grove is taking on Upper Saddle Valley. The Bluffton Pirates will take on LCC. And LCC looking for their 1st win of the season tonight against the Yalanis Mustangs at Lima Stadium. 2nd and 10 for the 23. This is a handoff. Straight up the gut. Got some more running room. Zach Colai not giving up, but he's got hit a couple of good times there by that tough Grove defense.
My man, Mr. Adam Hockey, was there to make the play again from his free safety position. He's flying to the football, but he wants to be careful. If they do any play action, he comes flying, he's going to be burnt. But right now, he's making the proper reads. He's doing a heck of a job back there.
Next week, Friday night, Perry at Spencerville. Saturday, looking forward to it. Haven't been to Delphus in a while. Ada at Delphus Jefferson.
You live there.
I mean, I haven't been there for a game. Third down situation. There's Kingsley. They finally hit him, and he picks up the first down. Michael Kingsley, the outstanding split end of the Bluffton Pirates, 5'11", 155 pounds, and a senior.
Great throw, great catch. What you need to get something going, something like that to jumpstart your offense.
You know, I'll bet you they won't have any food for us in Delphus.
Oh.
Dave Huffman is the athletic director of Delphus Jefferson. Used to coach with him. He won't give me anything to eat. 1st and 10 from the 35.
I don't blame you.
Play action again. Quick pass, and this one's going to be caught, and the first down for the Bluffton Pirates again.
Well, we talked about this opening the second half. It's what they have to do. Throw on first down, open it up, and they're making great progress right now. They got Columbus Grove defense backpedaling a little bit, got them scrambling a little bit, get them off balance, and you make some plays.
Ryan McCullough with a catch. He came in with 54 yards on 4 catches this year and a touchdown.
David Miller's getting into the rhythm right now. He's only a sophomore, and he's doing a heck of a job running this offense the second half. He's getting in a little rhythm, and when he gets something like that and the quarterback gets hot, see, it causes Grove to call a timeout right now.
Mike Fell wants to talk things over. Football, the state finals this year, December 3rd and 4th. It's going to be colder than a rail, I bet, around that time.
Hey, got some turtlenecks coming, though. Got them ordered today.
Yeah, you'll get the bill, too.
Big Bob.
December 3rd, the state finals, Division 5. That's what we're looking at right here. Canton. Division 3 at Massillon. Division 2 at Canton. December 4th, state finals, Division 6, Canton. Division 4, Massillon. Division 1, Canton. So let's look things over and see as we prognosticate. Division 3, looking at Lima Bath, local team. Right now, they are ranked number 3. And again, we're talking computer points now, so we look at them in the computer rankings. They're number 2, but big Ken Schreiner and his Ottawa Glandorf Titans are at number 9 this week, but they got a lot of WBL action left, as does Bath, of course. Let's look at Division 4, Coldwater. They're at number 4 this week in the points. Also ranked number 8 in the state of Ohio, so there's a possibility. In Division 5, you got St. Henry, and Bluffton, and Parkway, and Jefferson, and Columbus Grove, and everybody and his brother. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line after that first down by the Bluffton Pirates. They want to throw again. Quarterback wants to go deep, long ball. Kingsley, too much. Get to Division 6, and how can you say anything but Delphus St. John's? St. John's has won 2 straight state championships, and they have done nothing this year but rolled. They are 4-0. They have won 33 straight games, and tonight they've got Fort Recovery, and Coach Reynolds, a former graduate from Delphus Jefferson, the head coach at Fort Recovery, and they are playing in Delphus tonight. So sort of a homecoming for Coach Reynolds. 2nd and 10, 49-yard line. After the incomplete pass, Kingsley goes in motion. Another pass play. Defense coming in, and when that happens, that opens up guys like Tyler Hall.
Yep, great little play there. A little delay, kind of chopped it at the line of scrimmage, took a second hesitant step, and all of a sudden cut right across the middle for a little delay pattern. Caught Columbus Grove sleeping right there across the middle. Another first down.
You look at last year in Division 6, St. John's finished number 1. St. Henry finished at number 10. Division 5, Liberty Center was number 1. How about Versailles? They were 10-0 last year.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Yeah, they finished up number 4 in the state of Ohio last year. Germantown Valley View still the team to watch in Division 4. 1st and 10 for the 36-yard line again. Motion for Kingsley, and then they go handoff, and nothing there.
I'll tell you what, my man Zach Weber, the old zinger, he's having a heck of a year so far in that whole entire offense.
Well, and you got to look at St. John's this year, and you got to, their first 4 games, they've shut everyone out, and Coach Scholey has been very generous to a lot of the opponents because he's been taking his guys out in the second quarter.
Yeah, against Perry, they were down by in the middle of the second quarter, and they're up 55-0 or 53-0. What can you do?
2nd and 10 from the 36. We're down to 2 minutes, third quarter. Pass play, open again, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Columbus Grove, and that's Troyer down there.
Great play. What he did was he let the guy come across the middle. He got caught first time on the slant. That time, he hesitated a little bit, then made his break right at the same time as the ball was thrown, was able to make the interception. Great play.
Tell you, that hurt. Columbus Grove had the turnover down to the other end of the field and gave the ball back. to Bluffton. They had a shot here. They need to get into this lead because it's 14-zip in a very fast-played football game. Although it slowed down a little bit in the third quarter with the passing by Bluffton. Off right tackle, Coach Bell's going to do nothing but run at this point. Coming up on Saturday on our sister station, WLQP, TV 18 in Lima, we've got Cincinnati Big Ten action at Ohio State. Not actual Big Ten action, but a Big Ten team there playing. We got a Big Ten football schedule all year long. We'll be bringing you on our sister station. Make sure to tune in. 14-zip, pass play, and open. I thought I just said they were going to run. I was wrong again on a second down situation.
Good throw. Just a little bit too much out front, but still was a catchable pass. Cody just couldn't make the catch. You all right?
Yep. Just setting up straight.
You're getting old, aren't you?
Get to be my
Back's
age.
getting a little stiff.
Thanks to Jerry Hurston,
Yeah.
athletic director over here at Grove, setting us up with some great facilities up here.
Beautiful stadium. What,
Yep.
what a great job they've done with this place.
3rd down and 7. They pitch it, and they run the reverse. Can they do it? They got the containment, and there's a flag, probably a hold, and going nowhere is Cody Menning.
Yeah, that was bad from the word go. They Bluffton sniffed that out early, held containment, was waiting for him to come back around with the reverse.
Gary Jones, the superintendent over here at Columbus Grove. I haven't seen Marty Thomas, the principal. Man, I carried Marty through so many administrative classes. I don't know.
I remember you talking about
Boy,
that.
boy.
You said he was always looking over your shoulder.
He was. He burned holes in my shoulder.
That's what.
Look at him. I think Marty got through one class by himself.
Darn cheater.
That was at the methods and materials where they let you set up the video cameras.
Is that
and
cutting
stuff.
circles and squares or what?
Yeah. 4th down, so Bluffton is going to be receiving the punt here. Another chance, Kingsley at the 42. 45.
Got the wall set.
50 and gets to the 45, continues to roll, and finally he's going to be brought down around the 40-yard line. And again, Bluffton with another opportunity as one of our keys was field position. They got it again.
Yes, sir. They got the best field position they've had the whole night, and they have to capitalize now. They have 54 seconds left in this third quarter. They got a whole fourth quarter yet. If they can get a score here and put a dent in that scoreboard a little bit, they're back in the ball game, and that'll get a rise of their defense as well. Like I said earlier, it's amazing. If you get a score, what that does to your defense and their confidence just as much as when you score a touchdown.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. We're under a minute. Third quarter, 14-zip Grove. David Miller, the quarterback, single back, goes to the pitch. Colai to the corner. Got it?
Wow.
He just hurdles his way to the 35-yard line.
Looked like you getting thrown out of the car. It was amazing. Holy cow, what a great run.
Car. What are you talking
Well,
about?
when you lip off Coons United, just throw you out. Make you walk the rest of the way.
Cheerleaders for the Columbus Grove Bulldogs, Joey Brinkman, Katie Siefker, Susan Gersten, Abby McCrate, Erin Slusser, and Joanna Schmiersall. Spike is Kendra Oversoul. That's the mascot, Spike. 2nd and 4 from the 34. It's going to be a play action down the field, short pass, and it's going to go incomplete to Tyler Hall.
Boy, made a nice little play action, froze the defense, and they had Tyler out here wide open, just let him a little too much. I got the cheerleaders for Bluffton if you want me to read those.
Go, go, go.
Sammy Snare, Lindsey Bryan, Jessica Marvin, and Sasha Anderson.
How about the trainer?
Oh, Ronnie Schmutz.
That's right.
She helped us
She.
out great. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, she did a great job. She came right over us.
And help us with
Volunteer.
pronunciations.
That's exactly right.
We need help.
Big help.
3rd down and 4 from the 34. 16 seconds remaining, third quarter. Bluffton trying to keep this drive alive. Long ball to Kingsley. No, too much under that one, and it's going to leave 11 seconds.
You know, I like what they're doing. They're not laying. They're coming out and they're trying to attack. They're trying to make something happen. But David needs to settle down a little bit. Give your guy a chance to catch the football. Even if you have to throw it a little bit short, in that situation, the defender's got his back to the football. He'll overrun the play and let your receiver make the adjustment.
Thanks to our sponsors, Arby's, Raby Ford Lincoln Mercury, W Coil, Internet and Computer Services.
Second time they've been in a 4th down situation.
Yep, let's see what they can do. David Miller, single back, got 2 split. Pass play, lefty looking for a receiver. Gets away from 1, got 2 down there. It's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was McCullough, and that's with 4 seconds remaining. The Grove defense there again.
McCullough had the ball, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Adam Hockey came in with his right hand and stripped it away. Great play because Hockey got a little behind. He's about a step behind, but the pass was just enough high enough in the air that Hockey could retreat and make the play.
Where was it?
Getting a little too excited.
You know, you're starting to act like a coach up here. You know, only one other guy used to do that. Skip Bachman. He'd be hanging out the window up here. You know, like jumping up and down.
It's been a great football
I miss
game.
Skip.
Thanks a lot, Carl.
I don't like you, but 1st and 10 from the 34. Grove going to run out this third quarter. And they give it to Lamb. Lamb gives the stiff arm and goes down, and that's it. Third quarter's come to an end. Our score on the Lone Zone scoreboard, it is Columbus Grove 14, Bluffton 0. Final quarter coming up next.
Wouldn't it be cool if you...
In trouble. 14 zip. It's been that way since the second quarter. No scoring in the third quarter. That's where we stand, and Bluffton's got 12 minutes to do something, Scott.
Well, Bluffton, what they have to do, Carl, is force Columbus Grove in a 3-and-out situation here soon. They can't let them sustain a drive down the field, and run 4 or 5 minutes off the clock like they have the whole game. They have to get a stoppage or a turnover quickly. You need 2 scores to tie this game up, and that's not a lot. With the way Columbus Grove's been driving the football, you don't have very many possessions in a quarter.
Post-game show. After this one's over, Scott and I will go down the field and talk to our player of the game, brought to you by the Commercial Bank. 2nd and 7 from the 38. Got a handoff to Lamb, and that's not Lamb, that's Hughes. Hughes picks up maybe nothing. It's like, in fact, he lost about a half a yard.
Yeah, Darren Hefner came in and made a great play, stopped him for no gain, maybe even a loss, like you said. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation. Now here's where they need to step it up on defense, make the stop, give the offense another chance. The offense has been driving the ball, but they shoot themselves in the foot. They've had golden opportunities, and they just haven't been able to connect on the pass.
Well, it's 3rd down for Columbus Grove. They need 8. And it is a running play. This is Lamb. And Lamb is shut down. Good defense by Bluffton again. This time in there on the tackle was Aaron Kugler, 6-foot junior.
Yeah, Aaron did a good job of shedding the block, threw the block away, ran down the line of scrimmage, feathered the play out, was able to make the stop for a little bit of gain, giving this offense a shot, another shot at the end zone.
Punting now for Columbus Grove is going to be Opie Roeder. Averages 36.7 yards per kick. Back deep for Bluffton, you see Hall and Kingsley. Nice punt. Kingsley, 30-yard line. He goes down at the 27.
That's special teams right there. That was one of our keys. Don't give them a chance to breathe. Smother the football.
Nice tackle there by number 59, Adam Carpenter for the Bulldogs.
Well, you know, Bluffton can't, and you know, another thing, I know there's 10 minutes, 44 seconds left to go, Carl, but they can't afford to let 4 or 5 minutes run off this clock. They need to strike and strike quick, get their defense back on the field, and see if they can get another 3-and-out.
David Miller, the quarterback for the Bluffton Pirates. He wants to throw. Down the field, has a receiver, but too much to Tyler Hall.
Yep, he has guys open. He's just overshooting right now. Overshooting. Maybe the young man's pressing a little much. We got to realize he's only a sophomore. He's got a lot of growing and maturity to do. He's done a pretty good job tonight, but right now he might be pressing a little bit, and when you press, you try to make things happen. Try too hard, you overthrow the football.
Now think about it. You got a sophomore throwing the football to a freshman.
You're exactly
Tyler
right.
Hall's only a freshman. Eric Parkins is a junior. Scott Slaughterbeck, the guard, is only a freshman.
Well, a lot of these guys last year were playing on Thursdays in 8th grade football.
2nd and 10 for the 28. Repeat it, and it's intercepted.
Boy.
Troyer's got himself an interception. He's got the sideline. He's got one man to beat on that corner, and that one man's a quarterback, and he gets him. And a flag is going to be thrown. I don't know. That was thrown right on the collision there, whether it was a clip in there or whether there was an illegal hit or something. Let's find out.
Yeah, Trevor Utrip, number 32, I believe, got into the legs of somebody. We'll see. Yep, that's what it was, the clip.
But that's a big interception again by the defense. Brian Troyer. You pick anyone but a defensive player for player of the game, they're going to tar and feather you over here at Grove. Hope you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
He looks scared, too.
I'm looking around, seeing who's around me right now.
I can find a few of them, too.
A bunch of your goons over here this weekend, too. My neighbor's scared, by the way, Steve Rader. We talked about him last week. I haven't seen him out since. I told him he was going to send some goons over. Remember how he critiques us? He hasn't been outside since.
Is that right?
No. Chicken.
Titus doesn't want to come out and see you, man. First and 10 for Columbus Grove now as they get the ball back after the turnover. Thanks for tuning in to Fox on a Friday night. High school football. It's the only game of the week for us.
Well, we predicted we'd see a good game. So far, it's been pretty decent.
It's the exact same score as we had last week, and the exact same team is up 14-zip.
Yep.
Last week it was LCC. This week it's Bluffton. Hand off to Lamb. Got some running room, and he picks up some good yardage. Eric Lamb. And look at him. He's pumped.
Yeah, he's excited to be back. You know, he was injured, and he's back, and he's playing, he's healthy, and he's run the ball hard. You know, this is exciting for him. You know, Lamb hasn't had much playing time. He's a senior. It's a big game for him. You know, if they score here with the clock running right at 10 minutes right now, Bluffton's going to be in trouble.
Second down and 3 from the 22. Quarterback is Andy Meyer. Handoff, left tackle, and first down.
That's just basic power football again. Belly give to dive over the left side. Straight ahead blocking.
He may be about a half yard short. Well, about 6 inches short.
Nah, he's got it. What are you, crazy? You're nuts.
Half yard short, 6 inches short. See?
I'm going to be 500 after this one. He's got it big time.
You going to say he's got it?
Oh,
I'm just going by where they put the stick. I'm not going by any guess.
He just said, I told that guy, I paid him earlier, hey, set it back a little bit.
Okay. Well, this would make you 0 for 2 if you don't get it.
If he's short, I'll pay him.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Hey, last year.
Hey.
1990. Don't even say it. Northwest Conference ended up Bluffton and Grove both finishing up 7-1 in the conference. Right behind him was Allen East, 6-2. First and 10.
Keeper.
Keeper by the quarterback, Meyer, and he will go down after picking up about 4 or 5 yards.
I like that play. They've been hammering the dive and stuff like that. And what that does, that's a safe play because you give a fake and then the quarterback has no other option. He's not going to pitch it, not going to throw it. He's going to tuck it and run. You're not going to fumble the ball hardly at all that way. You got it's a safe play to call in this situation.
Right now, Bluffton has got to get the football back. Second down, 6 from the 15. They give up a touchdown here and
Katie bar the door.
Start singing. Hand off to Opie. Opie right tackle. Look at him move, and he spins down inside the 5-yard line. And it's going to be first down and goal to go for the Bulldogs.
Well, you can see Bluffton right now. I actually think they're getting a little tired, starting to feel down a little bit, feel like this game's starting to get away from them, and they're kids, and you get down a little bit, and then that's when you start coming right at them.
You know, you're seeing 2 of the best running backs tonight in the Northwest Conference. Opie Roeder for Columbus Grove and Zach Colai for the Bluffton Pirates. They both run extremely well.
Well, Opie's averaging 8.3 yards a carry, and he had 515 yards going in tonight, and I bet he's close to 700 for total yards for the year right now. He's had a heck of a game.
Columbus Grove's got 3 backs. They go to Opie Roeder inside the 5, down to the 2, second and goal.
What I like about Opie, he's not a big back. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. But that speed, he's got a long stride. And he hits the hole quick, and he has great forward lean. And it's what you want in a back. Hardly ever does he have a negative play where he gets negative yardage. And that's good.
Second and goal from the 2. Andy Meyer looks over his offensive line, now barks out the signals. Which back will he go to? He goes to Opie, and he goes nowhere. Give him a half yard. Let's call it. Well, it doesn't move it much, though, so let's see where they officially mark it. It's going to be third and goal, and they will say the 1-yard line.
Now watch one of your big boys get the ball here. Lamb and Hughes, they're the big backs. They're both back there too.
Third down. Which one will they go to this time?
Belly give, here it comes.
Meyer keeps it and touchdown, Columbus Grove. Andy Meyer will score at the 7:17 mark of our fourth quarter. 1 yard out, it's 20-zip.
And what that does, the Columbus Grove crowd starting to feel a victory coming within them here. Big win if they can pull this out. What Coach Fell talked about early in the game, got to have this win to stay alive in the playoffs.
And let's see now if Dane Jesko can knock another one through. It'd be his third straight in this game if he can do it. And there's an offsides penalty against Bluffton.
What this does is it reels everybody back in too, makes everybody even up again, I believe, correct?
Yes, sir. Depending on what happens, obviously, with Ada. And, well, Ada would still be undefeated.
Well, that's true. I forgot about them.
Right now, coming into action tonight, Ada was 3-0. Bluffton was undefeated, so that would put Grove and Bluffton. But you got to remember, with the loss for Bluffton, they're 3-1 in the Northwest Conference. With this win for Grove, it only makes them 2-1 because they played LCC. Kick is up and through. Makes it now 21-0. And tonight, as I mentioned before, the Ada Bulldogs, a big game for them because if they can win tonight, they would be the only team in the Northwest Conference undefeated. And tonight they've got the Spencerville Bearcats, and you folks watching this game by now know what that final was. So that would be first time in a long time the Ada Bulldogs after 5 weeks of the season at #1.
Well, you imagine Ada, the whole town's probably hopping this weekend. They got that thing going, and then tomorrow night the High Northern goes to Mount Union for the big game of the year for them. Big Joe Tate for the Mount Union will be broadcasting that game. Joe does
That's right.
with us.
You are right, sir.
Yes, sir. So I'm here to keep you in line.
Next week, double dip. We've got Perry at Spencerville on Friday night, and then on Saturday night we've got Ada at Delphus Jefferson. Now here's where it gets interesting, Scott. Delphus Jefferson knocks off Ada, then you're back to real interesting stuff after 6 weeks.
All even up again. This is a tough region, I tell you.
Well, the Columbus Grove Bulldogs in great shape, 21-0. The defense throwing up another shutout here. This would be their fourth straight game in which they've shut out their opponents.
Well, they came into this game much more focused, and they were ready to play football tonight. Heads up, Ronnie.
And it goes out of bounds. He didn't move, though, did he?
Well, he did. He's tough. I tell you what, that old bird, he's been around for a while.
He has. He's like that mold stuff.
Well, he was walking around the parking lot last night. We was at the station for a while, and he was trying to pick a spot where they're going to put a statue up, I guess. Him and the belly cam.
So they got a place for the pigeons to land.
Well, the Cupid people are tired of them landing over there, so they said, let's put one up at Coonsey.
Going to go down the field here in just a few minutes. 7:17 remaining in this ball game. Sponsored for our player of the game, the Commercial Bank. One great bank. Well, Bluffton still has time to work with. The time is running out. Quarterback David Miller goes with a pitch to Coley. Coley tries to cut it back up, but in there for the tackle is Blake Mag. Mag has had a couple of great catches offensively, and he just had a big hit there on the defense.
Well, he's played just as well defensively tonight, too. He's been the big clog up in the middle. He's roving in the linebacker position. Right there, proved right there. He's a man on a mission tonight.
Did you say he's a big clog?
He's a big clog in the middle. He's clogging everything up.
You mean a cog or a clog?
Clog. He's clogging up the middle.
Okay.
What's the matter with you?
Second down and 9 from the 36. Miller wants to throw. Out pattern, and Kingsley can't catch up.
That's been the story of the game. David's just been a little long all night on his throws. He's had some guys open, but this is one of those nights you have. You just got to, put it aside and get ready to go again next week. You've had those nights, haven't you?
Yeah. All the time.
We just want to shove it aside, wait for tomorrow to come, huh?
Yep. Well, it's a third down. They need 9 to pick up the first down. Thanks for tuning in to Fox. We can't believe it already. This football season, regular season, half over.
No, that's amazing. It's going quick. We see some excellent games, had some great weather.
Yep, weather has been outstanding. 3rd and 9 for the 36. The lefty wants to throw. This time he has Coley, but he can't connect. And so Bluffton is going to have to punt the football away on 4th down.
That's one thing I usually do about midweek is always watch the Weather Channel, because usually I'm down on the sidelines and always want to make sure that weather's going to be right, because if not, I'll have to knock you off so I can come up here.
I know what you mean. Columbus Grove, Division 5. Bluffton, Division 5. And we've got some tough teams into the. You got to get through St. Henry this year so far, as they're playing some good football. High kick by Burkholder, and it takes a Bluffton bounce all the way down inside the 25 to the 21-yard line. And Grove, with 6 minutes, is going to be eating some clock with some running plays here.
Be very surprised if Coach Fell puts the ball up in the air now. What he wants them to do is run the ball, take care of the football, and do not go out of bounds. He wants to keep that clock running and get out of here with a win, a big win.
Well, Grove fans going to be happy. 2 wins in a row if they can hold on here in terms of 14-0 last week LCC on Fox, and this week 21-0 on Fox against
Bluffton. Come back and
Bluffton.
do next week, huh?
I wouldn't say
luck
that.
charm, huh?
Yeah, way too much food.
Uh-oh.
Pass play. What do you, here he is. He's open, but what'd you just say?
Just as I said. Run the clock and get out of here with a win. I think their coaches heard me want to make me look stupid.
Well, I think that's about the only thing.
They're down there smiling at us. Look at them.
I
Cheaters.
don't know. Don't look at me.
Is Usher down there telling them what we're saying? So throw it past Styles and say he'd run it. He's
Second down, 10 from the 21. I bet you they run it on this one.
Good call, Carl.
Thanks. Opie's got it. And look at him continue to roll through, picks up a couple of yards.
He uses a stiff arm so well. I mean, he just shields people with that right arm, and they just bounce off of him.
Mike Fell and his crew hoping to pick up another victory. The men in black on the sideline. All the coaches.
Jerry Glanville will be proud.
Pretty happy at this point. A couple of coaches up here in the boxes, though. They must not have had enough shirts to go around.
Yeah.
He got red and gray on.
He's got
That's Staley and Grodehouse.
1979 coaching shirt you got there.